NBA Today.
Welcome back to NBA Today. We told you we were going to talk about basketball and Steph Curry highlights. So Zach Lowe joined us, and there's a lot to choose from.
A lot of highlights.
There's a lot of highlights. So Perk, should we let's get it?
Yeah, let's get it.
Let's get it.
Yeah, wake up, Perk.
So Steph Curry and the Warriors, they trailed the Cavaliers by 13 at the start of the fourth, Richard, but they have Steph Curry.
Yeah, and I was watching this game, and when you watch the way that the Warriors just continue to put that pressure on you, we're not even talking about just on the defensive end, but when you have the ultimate offensive weapon in Steph Curry, and look, jumping the gaps, doing all these little things, you're making tons of mistakes.
And take a look at the bottom right of your screen there. That's my bottom right. I guess it's the bottom left. Anyways, the Curry counter, 6 points, Cavaliers still have 0. And it's back up.
Yeah.
9 points down to 0.
Yo, it's absolutely ridiculous. You see JB Bickerstaff doing all this. One of the things I want to say, this is a very good Cleveland team. They're missing 2 of their best players, Jared Allen and Evan Mobley, and they were missed tonight because Steph Curry was running rampant all over, inside, outside. It was impressive.
Well, and check out the counter now. 13 points for Steph Curry, 5 for the Cavaliers in the quarter, and it continues to go up. When Draymond Green is passing like that and you have a guy who can finish, as we talked about, his finishing in the paint, when you have the space that he can create, is incredible.
Well, and that's the problem. When you don't have your big men that protect the paint, then you try and stop him from getting outside and trying to get threes. Then he starts getting layups. Once he starts making layups, then he gets out there to the three.
Well, and remember, what's insane about this is this was someone who appeared on the injury report before the game. Here's Steve Kerr afterwards.
Nothing surprises me anymore, and yet I'm amazed.
If that guy's shooting, you feel much better. Curry into the 3. Just find him. Give him the ball.
It's still incredible to watch, but you sort of expect it. Maybe that's what greatness is about. He's a special player, special person.
Tonight he was incredible. The way he took the game over there in that fourth quarter, and that's why he is who he is. That's why he's the MVP of this league. That's why he's been the face of this franchise for a year and has led us to so much success.
I use this comparison maybe last year, but it's like you get into a street fight and you got Mike Tyson on your side. Like, of course, you're going to have all the confidence in the world because, you know, Mike Tyson is knocking people out. If you got number 30 on your team, any team, I think you're a competitor. You got the best basketball player in the world.
So Juan Toscano Anderson calls Steph the best basketball player in the world, but he's his teammate, so he's sort of like, that's the contractual obligation to have to sort of say that a little bit. What do you think, Perk?
I can't argue with him. Steph Curry is the best basketball player in the world. I mean, look, at the point guard position, the way that he's dominating. I'm not just talking about scoring. We're talking about a career high right now in rebounds, so he's getting it in the trenches. But when I look at the game last night, it's levels to championship teams, right?
Yeah.
And the point that they could turn it on in the fourth quarter after, like, Cleveland had the game in their hands is crazy to me. Like, holding the team to 8 points, an NBA team to 8 points in a quarter, is just like, you know what? Like, at any given time, we'll let y'all think that y'all winning, but we'll just turn up all the way up.
All the way up.
Yeah, you were fired up on the text chain last night, Perk, about
I
that
think my
8
phone is
points.
still vibrating.
You were about that 8 points. Look, is Steph the best player in the NBA? Maybe. I think it says something about how great these dudes are that tomorrow night we might say, well, is Kevin Durant the best player in the NBA? And then, well, maybe it's Giannis, maybe it's Jokic, who we never talk about enough. It's like, is he the best? Maybe he's been the best this year, but he's just, I'll tell you what he is. He's the most unique. He is unique, period. There has never been anybody like him, and there probably never will be anybody like him.
Yeah, and so I was a little disappointed because Cleveland has been one of the surprise teams this year. So to not see Evan Mobley, to not see Jared Allen, and you could see their presence was missed. But Steph Curry is ridiculous. One of the things that I like about our league is that you can see matchups. You saw that Giannis was looking at AD. You can see that Steph wanted to go at KD. So these guys, as much as they sound like they're boys, they're all competing to be the best player in the world. So even though they're friends, they still want to kill it. And right now, no one is playing better basketball than Steph on this planet at all.
And that's something that not everybody thought we'd be saying at the beginning of the season. Well, maybe about Steph, but about the Warriors and what that has turned into. And while we've been discussing this here, we've been cycling through some Steph superlatives on the screen.
I'm looking at this.
Right.
Look at this.
So look at
by 12 and the 4th second largest difference in 25 seconds. Yeah, those are
Right.
good numbers.
Is this just going to be the whole show?
Each
This whole,
one
like, this?
is literally more impressive than the next. We have enough of them that we could keep going throughout the entire show, but I did want to highlight two of them that stood out to me. Number one, he outscored the Cavs by 12 in the fourth quarter. That is the second largest point differential in the last 25 seasons. And the second one, let's hallelujah and create some space, right?
Cavs, though.
But
We gotta be
number two,
gentle.
it was his 38th game with 9 threes. Nobody else has more than 9 such games.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Yeah,
No one has
you
more than
heard me correctly. It was his 38th game. No one else has more than 9. So I think I might know the answer to this, Zach, but which one of those are you more impressed by of those two stats?
I think that one. I mean, that's almost quintuple, quadruple, quintuple.
Yeah.
You know, that's
the math is not math.
That's
You know what's
Math is
crazy
not
though?
mathing.
Steph's 33. I think he's been doing this a long time.
So he has more than he is years old.
No. What's crazy is I think he took 16 threes last night. He's taking 13 and a half per game this season. That would be an NBA record. So even as he continues into his career, it just gets more and more and more ridiculous what he's doing. He's breaking his own records and setting his own records over and over and over again.
Yeah, and that's why everybody gets so scared because you're like, if Klay Thompson just stands on the court, stands, doesn't do the movement, if he just stands on the court, it's going to open up everything else for those guys. That's why everyone is so high on the Warriors, because you know what Klay brings.
I mean, think about this, right? Like all the Cavs fans and the memories that they have of Steph Curry. Last night they actually was chanting MVP in Cleveland.
Those
And-
Warriors.
No. They were chanting in Cleveland.
Okay, I got you.
MVP.
I'll let you
With
talk.
the history that they have, being through all those battles in the finals, they were chanting.
Matthew
MVP.
Dellavedova doesn't want to hear that.
No, because this is the thing I need to stop. Because real talk, my guy Stephen A. He said something that I completely disagree with about my Brooklyn Nets, and now y'all saying this about my Cavs. At the end of the day,
How many buys? How many?
I got 2. I got 2.
Wait, why don't you say my Warriors?
Because I didn't do anything when I was there with them.
okay.
You know, they
At
know
least-
that. That's why they
all right,
shit my ass out there. Look, this is my thing. Steph Curry is one of the most popular players in the world, if not the most popular player in the world. Kobe Bryant was that way. LeBron James was that way. Those teams have fans that travel. Don't tell me that, the Cavs fans were cheering that or the Brooklyn fans were cheering that. No, there are Cavs fans that travel, like the Cowboys fans, they travel. So let's stop all that, especially when he was disrespecting Brooklyn, talking about there's no culture, there's no this. No. Yeah, I'm getting in my bag right now because I'm a little disappointed.
You're in there deep.
Great players.
Is there any buzz at the bottom?
Players and great teams have fans that travel. Don't say that the home team's fans were chanting that. That's BS.
Well, maybe there's just some low.
They were not. I know in Cleveland they were not chanting that. Those were Warrior people that came.
Did they
from
drown them
out?
They traveled
drown them out.
Yeah, but you can't
Maybe.
say that the home crowd was chanting that. Yeah, if he's cooking like that, you can't drown that out.
Oh, Lord.
My goodness. All right. Well, the Warriors are back in action in Detroit, but they're going to be without several players. Steph, Draymond, Porter, Iguodala, all out tonight against the Pistons. So get a little rest and see what they can cook up next time.
Yeah.
And see what the young guys, what they can bring against this Detroit team. But coming up on NBA Today, the best rivalry in the NBA is renewed tonight in Boston. Who needs this one more? We know what Perk's going to say.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
Oh, now we're gonna talk about my Celtics and we can hear some of that nonsense.
Still never lost a playoff series.
Who?
The 2008 Celtics starting 5 when healthy, never lost a playoff series.